Sathya Sai Speaks, Volume 8, Chapter 43. Share the Common Treasure. It is a source of joy that the office bearers of the Andhra Pradesh Sathya Sai organizations have again met here this year, which is aptly named Keelaka, the name of the year in the Hindu cycle of 60 years. It is a sign that you have a great future so far as this service is concerned. Keelakam means the pin of an axle, a pillar, a column. The work that you do will be made stronger and more stable on account of the resolutions you make during these days. It is also the month of Margashira. The Shira, head, or Buddhi, reason, intelligence, is the Marga, path, that is the lesson. To reach Shiva, the Shira, head, is the Marga. To reach the Lord, intelligence, discrimination between the false and the true, the transitory and the eternal, the unreal and the real, is very essential. That is why the Gayatri is taught to the boys while still at a tender age, for it appeals to the intelligence that fills the universe, to illumine the lamp of the little child, and to enable him to use that intelligence more and more usefully for his liberation from the bonds of the senses. Today is also the first day of the bright fortnight, when, after a night of utter darkness, the first rays of the moon are falling upon the earth. All works are aimed at purifying your heart. In order to focus your attention on some major problems and to conserve time, I am placing before you 4 items for discussion at this conference. I want that immediately after the close of this session, you should meet by district and forge a common report on these points and submit them to me before noon. The first is the duties and responsibilities of the presidents or chairman of the organizations. The second, the duties and responsibilities of the district president. The third, the problem of raising funds. The fourth, the venues for the next session of the World Conference of Sathya Sai organizations and for the next All India Conference. I feel that the organizations will work well once the president of each unit, who supplies leadership, and the district president who provides you guidance and inspiration are aware of their duties and responsibilities, and when the crucial hurdle of funds is overcome. I must say plainly that 90 out of 100 among you have not clearly visualized the purpose for which I have allowed you to form these organizations. It is not to give some people places of authority or power, or for ensuring fame and publicity for me. It is to build upon the earth the fatherhood of God and the brotherhood of men on strong foundations. This must be clearly grasped by all of you. You are not engaged in social service through these organizations. You are engaged in your own service. All the items of work are aimed at expanding your heart and purifying it. That is the call of the sages of this land and all the scriptures and texts. Even God is known and adored by his works. A river has to be trained to flow between strong bends, or else it will erode and undermine the cities on its banks. A car requires a trained driver. to put its speed to beneficial purposes. This is the reason why we have rules and regulations to curb wantonness and pride, to give exercises in self-control and humility. When you choose the office bearers, consider deeply their fitness for the task. When once they have been installed, do not carp and criticize. Do not work at cross purposes. Cooperate with them wholeheartedly and encourage them to give all their talents and enthusiasm to the organizations. The bane of all organizations in this land is the tendency to distrust and dethrone the very people whom you have raised to places of responsibility. Power and authority gather onto a person through the work, not through words and professions. Even God is known and adored by his works. Remember, each person has three sources of power in him: as an individual, as a child or limb of God, and as a shrine where Atma is installed. You must have read that Hanuman once told Rama, "When I feel that I am this body, you are my Lord. When I feel I am distinct, Jiva, soul, I know I am the reflection, and you, the original. When I know that I am the Atma, I know that I am you, and you are I." Be ever in the consciousness that you are but the shadow of God, his image. Then no harm can hamper you. God walks along the royal road of truth. The shadow, holding on to him by the feet, falls on hollow and hill, fire and water, dirt and dust. So if you hold on to the feet, you can be as unaffected as the shadow by the ups and downs of life. The mingling of fellow sadhakas, spiritual aspirants, in one organization is to promote an attitude of renunciation and dedication, not to create more chances for faction mongering. You must come through these organizations to share me, who is the treasure for all, and to derive maximum peace and joy, which I have come to shower. Prashanti Nilayam, November 21st, 1968. The three cardinal principles of the Hindu faith are belief in a series of births, belief in avatars, incarnations of the Lord, for the re-establishment of dharma, righteousness, and the transformation of those who have strayed from it, and the belief in karma, the fact of every activity having inevitable consequences, and of human destiny being shaped by the cumulative effect of all these consequences. Karma is the cause of births, the jivi, soul, being compelled to undergo another ordeal for clearing its accounts and becoming free of both credit and debit. Sri Sathya Sai Baba.